What's up? What's up? It's your boy Sean P back again with another edition of Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. I got my esteemed colleague tonight, King of the North, Reese Funeral Man from Torture Talk. What's good? What's good?
What's going on, man? What's up?
Undisclosed location.
Yeah.
Undisclosed location.
Yeah.
On the road tonight. So yeah, thanks for joining me tonight, bro. But we got a lot to talk about, man. So Drake officially is going to drop Iceman on May 15th. A lot to unpack with this one. We're going to take a deep dive in his album rollout. And really, we got to get into his album rollout culture because I'm confused as to what's the right way to promote an album. Is this the right way? Does Drake need to do this and all that? Then we're going to get into, our predictions for the album, which at the end of our last Drake discussion, we basically promoted. We think Drake is going to start it up again. I mean, it's all pointing to Drake starting up the battle once again. I don't want to see it, but hey, what are we going to do here?
We here, right?
What are we going to do here? But who knows? It may add to some spice to a hot summer. So let's get started. Let's get started tonight. Okay, so I gotta get you before I get to my Breakfast Club clip. I gotta get your take on the propaganda has been overwhelming this week for Drake, man. It seems they are openly rooting for a comeback of sorts from this man. What is your overall take on this?
I think it's kind of trash. I ain't gonna lie. I really do.
Yeah.
I think that we have entered an age where people really feel sorry that Drake lost that battle. I think they felt good. I think people felt good when Drake was on top and when Drake was doing his thing. He made people feel good. He got into this battle and they like, oh man, why they let that happen? Nah, that's not right. He let him come back. Like he had us all feeling good when he was around. Like I just feel like they try to separate him from hip hop. They try to put him in his own category of artists. And it's kind of corny. It's corny. Now everybody's out here saying, I've just seen something Jack Harlow said, Drake is the greatest rapper of all time. It's like they're pushing this narrative to put him back, to try to put him back on top. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, and I'm gonna keep saying this, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, he could never erase the loss. He could never erase that loss. So you got so many people out here pushing this propaganda that Drake, we need Drake. He should be back where he was at. It was so much better when he was around. It's like, I don't know, man. I just think it's weird, and I think it's kind of corny, to be honest with you.
I think it's lame. I'm gonna get to the Breakfast Club clip, courtesy of the Breakfast Club first. So we're gonna talk about it in detail, and I'm gonna give you some theories on this, on why they are doing this, why they, hip hop media, the fans, all of that. So we're gonna start it off with this Breakfast Club clip. Lauren LaRosen talking about the Iceman rollout that started early this week with the ice sculpture.
We found out the release date for Drake's Iceman. It'll be releasing on May 15th. So we finally have a date.
Is there any significance to that date?
I'm not.
I know 5 + 1 is 6.
And then he used the white, blue, and red. So remember I told you guys about the huge art installation, the ice installation that Drake put in downtown Toronto?
Yep.
So yesterday, a streamer, his name is Kishka, he was there for a couple days. He climbed on top of this installation. Now, mind y'all, the installation is 15 feet high, 20 feet long, 15 feet wide. It weighs roughly 1 million pounds.
Yeah, he knew where that was. He knew exactly where that was.
So there have
Exactly. That was so set up. It's not even funny, man.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. He knew where it was, because at first it was supposed to be they were going to wait till the ice melted.
Yeah.
But they knew it wasn't going to melt in time. It was going to take like a month to melt. So they purposely put it at the top so this guy can get this. He was so staged, it's not even funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know the crazy thing about that whole thing is,
Yeah.
if you watch the interview with him, it was like an interview he did after that. He
Yeah.
kind of basically told on himself. Like Aiden Ross called. He said once he found the bag, Aiden Ross calls him and told him to take it to Drake's house. So he finds the bag. He finds the bag and he runs to a car. Now this is all with a cameraman, by the way.
Yeah.
A cameraman.
Like, a random cameraman.
Yeah, random
comes out of
cameraman.
nowhere. Yeah.
Showing the aerial view of him running, all types of shit. Like, wait a minute. How did they know he was gonna find it and put the drone in the air at the right time?
The drone at the same time. Exactly,
Yeah,
man.
at the same time, he's running to the car. He gets in the car. He goes to Drake's house, and then Drake's in the window like some psycho. You'll see he's in the window. Get out the window.
Waiting for him at that exact time.
Yeah.
He knew he was coming.
Yeah. Then the guy like, oh yeah, now I gotta open it up in front of y'all. Like, I'm gonna put it to you like this. See, if that was me, it would have been totally different. Cause I would have been like, I found the bag, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you don't really know, but he had orders to do these things. You know what I'm saying? Run to Drake's house, open it up. Oh, and it just so happens the first page, May 15th, Iceman. Like, this is so corny, man. Like, for real.
Man. I mean, it's so lame.
It seemed like it to me.
Yes, that's what I said, because all those people that were there the couple of days that it was there were up on the top, they were on the bottom, they were everywhere. So how did he know where it was? So there have been some fan pages that have been pointing out the fact that there may have been a clue that was dropped in his stream after there was a drone that flew over the art installation. But let's get into what he found. So after he found, it was like a blue package.
Blue bag, yeah.
Blue bag. It said freeze the world. So then he's on FaceTime with Aiden Ross, who is a streamer who's friends with Drake, who tells him to go to Drake's home because there's like a gift or a prize there for him, right? So he gets to Drake's house and he opens up this booklet with the May 15th date in it. And in the booklet, there's a few things that are happening. So there's like a photo of Drake, photo of Drake's dad. But on one page of the booklet, there's like the Iceman, and then you have a photo of Sexy Red, who fans now believe are going to be on Iceman as a feature. I was told that is definitely something you can look forward to, is her on the project. But on the other side of that, there's a Pinocchio with like a sniper target on it. And the Pinocchio he used throughout some of the Iceman, like the visuals he was dropping. And fans believe that this is pointing to like the whole Kendrick Lamar situation and the lies that he alleged were told on him because of the whole pedophile thing. But yeah, so they've been...
A lot of Drake fans love when Pinocchio puts their nose in their butt and they lie on purpose.
That's funny. That's funny, man. You could tell Charlamagne's a good comedian, man. Oh man, that's great. That's great. They love you. That long nose in the butt.
Hey, yo.
This guy's crazy.
Imagine that, yo.
But Drake was actually at the house when he pulled up. He was like in a window. He came to the window, and then they brought out some money for him. It was like $50,000 in Canadian money for the streamer. So I mean, look, now we know when the album is coming, and we potentially know one of the features from what I was told.
Did Drake come?
Okay, all right. I gotta. I'll stop that there because. You know what my biggest problem with this is, man? It's the $50,000, man. Like,
I thought it was 100,000.
Well, 50,000 Canadian dollars. It may be. You know what? I could do the exchange rate on here, but I have the app to do it. It may be like probably 80,000 USD. Yeah, but see, this is my problem about that. Like. You're like, now we're going to get into the performative aspect of this. Actually, I'm going to get to one of your points that you made from one of your podcasts. But like, how is this good for hip hop? Like, because really, in the end of the day, all you're doing is making this a spectacle. And I know why Drake did this. He wanted to make it seem like Drake causes mass hysteria and Drake is beloved and adored. I don't know if you saw the clips of the night before, but there were streamers out there giving away free cars. There were people crying. One guy from a streamer said, if you could get through the ice, I'm gonna give you a free car. And he called his mother to let him know he got a free car. And it was just bizarre.
No women.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No women was out there.
And all Drake stands.
That's why I believe that all of these people were paid. That's why I believe.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because if I put it to you like this, let's just say if Kendrick did that. If Kendrick did that, it won't just be guys there. It'd be a bunch of people there. It'd be girls there. It'd be everybody's there. You know what I'm saying? If the Weeknd did that, it'll be a bunch of people there. It wasn't. That's why I believe that it was all staged. If you look at it, because I seen the whole thing and I looked at the whole thing, and it looked like it was a lot of people there, but it was probably only about 2,000 people there.
Yeah.
It wasn't at that many people there. Now that's a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying But as far as what you're saying, he does want to create mass hysteria. He want to make it like, oh, everybody needs me. Look at this. See, watch this.
I'm glad you said that, man.
It's crazy.
This is corny and this is real. It's kind of pathetic in a way that he's doing this, but he has to do this because he needs some way to make people, to almost prove to people he's beloved, because let's be honest, the lawsuit brought him down. Not like us brought him down. Last year's trash album rollout brought him down. I mean, we're not overlooking that. He got roasted for that rollout, bro. Like nobody really paid attention to really two of the singles, and they dropped like rocks. Nobody cared. Like, and so even though this is a corny and pathetic looking move, Drake needs to do this. It's sad, but he needs a way to generate interest again. And because if he just did the normal, I'm going to drop a single, a warm-up single, teaser single or whatever, and then drop it May 15th, it's not going to be the same. He needs to create some sort of contrived story in order for him to make people look like he's wanted again. It's like the guy that is on the basketball team and he's not really the best player, but he always says, I'm the best player on the team. You know I'm the best player of the team. I gotta remind you, I'm the best player on the team. It's like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's so fake and contrived.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, but yeah, man, it's really sad. But we want to take it a step further because I gotta ask, what is your take on hip hop media's take on all of this? I mean, I just showed you the Breakfast Club, and they've kind of been pretty objective through all of this. But Joe Budden's podcast, Rory and Mal, who else? Of course, Academics. Well, Academics hasn't changed up so much. I mean, he's still doing his, what riding campaign for this, I'll take on hip hop media's over promotion of this album now.
What really bothers me to be honest with you, about hip hop media is hip hop media now is becoming more like mainstream media now to me. It's like they don't even a lot of them don't even look into like when you watch them, they don't really use fact-based material anymore. It's all to get you to watch now. It's all about the clicks.
Content.
It's all about the content now. You know what I'm saying? And for them to basically Drake's not dead, but just martyrize him like that. It to me is kind of trash, and it's very sad because most of these people now they claim that they love hip hop so much. I'm starting to question that now because now you are basically going against hip hop. First of all, let's be clear here. The fact that this man put a lawsuit out there and everybody's acting like that wasn't a big deal. That's just wild to me. I just don't understand
They
that.
just
And
want
then
to gloss over that.
yeah, they want
They want
to
to
like
sweep it under the rug. And I don't know why they're doing it.
sweep that under the rug. Don't worry about that part. We just need him to make music again. So what happens if he wins the lawsuit? Then what? What
Yeah.
happens to hip hop? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, man. But I just know that at this point, I honestly, even though I do commentary on I try to do commentary on everything, and I'm sure you does as well. But I'm tired of hip hop media, man. Hip hop media is looking real bad nowadays.
They're trying to build up a narrative to make him, vibrant again. They're trying to build that up. The only one I think that's really consistent has been Charlemagne. Even Ebro has come back and said, "Oh, I can't wait for some new Drake music." You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you didn't see that one?
No.
Oh yeah, look that up. Ebro on the new Drake, and he got criticism for it. And he basically had to defend himself. He's like, well, I'm here for good hip hop. I want to see Drake put out a great project, blah, 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 all of this. Yeah. So it's like, and I know why you're doing it. You want to play both sides because you want to get the back and forth going again. I think the most interesting one is Joe Budden's podcast, man. Oh my God. They can't make it more obvious that they want to have the Kendrick stands and the Drake stands going back and forth in the comments. They want that, that friction bad. And Joe is the best at playing both sides.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he is.
I had one major problem. I gotta pull up one of your this is a great pod you did too, comparing the J. Cole's rollout with Drake's new rollout, which I have a big problem with Joe Budden's on this one. A big problem because J. Cole's rollout was all about hip hop and the fans.
Mm-hmm.
It's so opposite of that.
Yeah.
And if you can't see that, you're an idiot. But let's just take a look at this for a minute.
Idiots go. Just trying to ruin a good moment. Did y'all think that? I saw somebody say, "Oh, they like the ice exhibit, but they didn't like J. Cole driving around in the Civic." No, I didn't like that Civic shit. Don't bring it up again, Cole fans.
Bro, that's absolutely correct. You're a hypocrite, bro.
Oh, you're such a fucking hypocrite, man. Come on. Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? I mean, you couldn't take the words out of my mouth when you said that, man. I mean, J. Cole went out and listen, he of all people could have played the same, because honestly, you could ask, he had more of a reputation to gain back than Drake did almost. You know what I mean? After apologizing and all of that, he dropped a great single, a great hip hop single. He dropped the album. And what did he do? He made it about the fans. He said, listen, I'm going to take this back to the 90s. I'm going to go, state to state, store to store. I'm out of my car, and I'm going to sell the CDs out of there, and I'm going to sign autographs. I'm going to make myself available for the fans where they could listen to the CD and all of that, right? But J. Cole's album rollout was performative and was trash, but you're praising this Drake bullshit? Like, where does that come from?
I'm telling you, bro, I was mind blown how he tried to jump around and do mental gymnastics to defend this Drake rollout. Said this is performative art. What the hell are you talking about?
Just go ahead and we'll look more about it. Hold on a minute. Let me go and get this, because it gets worse.
That's 100% correct, bro. You had all the smoke for J. Cole and him driving around in this Civic saying that it's performative. Drake does this and it's all of a sudden a great thing. It's not performative, even though we know that he set that up. It's literally called Iceman. He created
Drake set a man up and paid him $50,000 to find the album release date and act like a little kid looking out of his window. Now that's not performative.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I was saying.
I mean,
Ice sculpture or whatever for the release date, and that's not performative. Oh my God, bro. This is insane, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like this. This is the reason why people say what they say about hip hop media. This is why they say this. You have all the smoke for J. Cole driving around in his Civic. You said that was performative. Oh man, that's so fake. I hate it. But you don't hate this. When he gave the guy $100,000 for finding the fake bag, it was all set up. This is crazy, bro. Oh my God.
Here's a pissing me off. The Ice shit was performance art. That was great. Also,
performance art, man.
That's crazy, bro. Performance art is wild.
Performance art, but not performative.
Not performative art. Performance art.
What the fuck?
back to the Drake fans. That was my shot at the Cole fans. The Civic was.
You gotta laugh again.
Yeah.
The Ice shit was performance art. Just on all of the people he touched and everything he has done. I know he didn't say that. I can't see you say it. Y'all know this. In a way, y'all kind of feed it. Who found the bag? Who was on top of there chiseling it? They wasn't white. I'm just being honest.
God,
yeah, that was crazy.
That's why he's saying sorry, Parks. Like, what are you talking?
Because Parks, I mean, just to clear it up, but Parks actually called him out on it, and they got in a little debate about it being performance art versus performative art. And then Joe Budden said, "Well, I don't care. It was performative anyway, so fuck it."
Yeah,
like,
I still don't like
my ball and go home. When Parks actually called him out, like, bro, you look kind of bad on this. But see, my whole point is I want to take it a step further. J. Cole made it about hip hop and made it about the fan. Drake made it about fans worshiping him, whether it's fake or contrived or real, instead of really making it about the music. And that's my biggest problem of it.
No, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I've been saying that for a minute. That they're more concerned about numbers and rollouts and not the actual music when it comes to Drake. You know what I'm saying? And everybody now, to me, first of all, the Clips rollout was legendary.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was legendary. I think J. Cole rollout was legendary too because he did it after his album release. And I think he did certain things on purpose.
And that's why I even liked his rollout even more, because in that rollout, he made it about the music first, and he said, then I'll answer y'all questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when he did that, you know what I mean? He was a stand-up dude. Like, he answered all of the questions from the firing squad, right? All of the questions, even though people didn't like the answers.
Mm-hmm.
But he answered the questions like a stand-up dude, man.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. And like, he never ran. And now here's the thing. Was J. Cole hypocritical a little bit? And was he playing both sides? Yeah, but he's been consistent in playing both sides from the beginning. You know what I mean? So
you're right. Now I was gonna say J. Cole is in a situation where he has no choice. Like, whatever he do is going to be the wrong choice anyway. If J. Cole decides he's going to support Kendrick, everybody's going to be mad. If he decides he's going to support Drake, everybody's going to be mad. If he decides not to support any one of them, everybody's going to be mad. He's in the middle because, and I gotta kind of blame him for it in a way, because the only reason why, because he did play both sides, and he admitted that he does play both sides. He was friends with Kendrick, then friends with Drake. Honestly, he should have never said anything. And on top of that, it does seem like he leaned more towards Drake because he did do a diss track against Kendrick. So, but I'm not really even mad at that part about it, because J. Cole, at least he was the one to come out and say, out this and that, and he was one of the first people to say, I hope Iceman goes crazy. So everybody is wishing. I kind of, you know what I kind of feel like? I kind of feel like they want them to, they want not even the battle again. They want the competition to keep going because Kendrick is here, Drake is here. They want Drake to come back up and Drake do something, Kendrick do something. It's like, oh, they still battling. That's what I think people want.
Well, I think people were mad at J. Cole because J. Cole didn't pick a side. They wanted him to pick a side and he didn't. You know what I mean? And you know, I'll go on record. We're going to get to it later. I will go on record now and say J. Cole Fall Off will be a better album than Drake's Iceman.
Yeah, you think so?
But the thing about, I think so. As far as a hip hop album, but I'll put this out there. One of the guys in my group on Hip Hop Roundtable Presents the Review, go ahead and check that out on Facebook. I asked him, I said, do you think Drake's album will be as good or better than the Fall Off? You know what I mean? He had one of the most interesting comments, and I love the way he worded this. He said, I think Cole album won't come off as better because it didn't live up to the expectations Cole set, which I disagree with that. I think Cole met his expectations. The fans' expectations, it may be a little bit of what people expected, a little bit less, but it was still a big album, right? But listen to this. He said, I think Drake's hype and attention won't let him lose, so it will be received better. That's very interesting right there because basically saying that it's not the album music that's going to carry this album. It's the hype and attention around it. And I think that's a very good point. And it points out to this propaganda. You know what I mean? Already the hype and attention is carrying this album.
Yeah, no. I actually said something like that in one of my episodes. I said that I believe that Drake, all the attention he's getting, to me, it's not going to I still believe, I'm going off what history tells me, Drake hasn't had a good to great album for a long time. And everybody that's been around him, they're not really around him anymore. So what is he going to do? Is he going to go revert back to him just rapping? I don't think so. And all of the leak songs I heard from him, they're really not that good.
They're whack, man.
So
the only one was What Did I Miss? And that was dope, but it had no staying power.
He has another song that I actually really like. And I think that, I don't know why he didn't run with that song as a single. It's called Houston Nights.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good song. You know what I mean? It's a rap / singing song, but it's actually pretty good.
But see, Drake is not making this about hip hop. He's making this definitely about the spectacle. He's making this
that's what it's about. Yeah.
The moment.
Yeah, that's
more
what it's
so
about.
than hip hop. But I'm gonna go on. So with that, of course, getting back to the spectacle of everything, there's some cryptic messages that came out around Iceman. So I'm gonna pray this dude. I think it's Rap Hype or some young Gen Z dude or whatever. Dude's kind of funny. He makes all these crazy hand motions and shit. It kind of cracks me up.
Yeah.
But, I want to. What do you make of this? I'm gonna start with the first cryptic message that came out. He discusses the Pinocchio, which was Lauren LaRosen reference to. But I want to know what you make of this message first.
Has just sent a massive warning to Kendrick Lamar before his brand new album Iceman. From the way things are looking, Drake is not messing around with anybody on his brand new album Iceman, as he has ruthlessly just hinted to Kendrick Lamar specifically that he is not done with him. Now, Drake ended up doing this all over his Instagram page after he posted 3 cryptic photos of messages that look to be towards Kendrick Lamar, with Drake insinuating that he is going to be acting ruthless on Iceman. Now, as you can see right here, these are some of the messages that look to be disses towards Kendrick Lamar, with him saying stuff like, here is something you can all criticize and pretend does not make me feel better than than everything. And it doesn't stop there because he just continued these shots at Kendrick Lamar with him saying, please stop mistaking chat for fact, reels for reality, stream for flow, and like for love. Thank you. And then he continued on by saying, when I call your bluff, make sure you answer me on that first ring. And it doesn't even stop there because yesterday night when the album date was revealed for this album alongside concept art, something was also revealed that is going to continue insinuating to this beef that Drake had with Kendrick Lamar back in 2024. And it was this image right here of a white t-shirt that ended up saying 2024 crossed out to 2026 would be my year. And then this was another photo in that concept art, which we ended up seeing Pinocchio in a crosshair, which is just another reference to Kendrick Lamar because Pinocchio is a liar, which Drake is accusing the same thing Kendrick Lamar for. Nonetheless, though, what is my entire situation? Drake seemingly has just sent a frightening warning to Kendrick Lamar ahead of Iceman. Are you guys on Team Drake or you guys on Kendrick Lamar? Let me know.
Now, obviously, this dude is a Drake stan, what a rap hype or whatever his name is. But yeah, and I got another one from him too, because I mean, my man was going crazy over there. But my man with the hand motion. But anyway, what did you make of the first message? And going back to Lauren LaRosa's comment, what do you make about the Pinocchio message? About could it be Kendrick Lamar? Anybody who's been coming at him, the lies. What do you think?
Yeah. I think Drake painted himself into a corner. He has no choice but to keep going with this whole thing now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole Pinocchio, I don't understand how it blows my mind. I don't understand how Pinocchio is related to Iceman. I just don't see how it's connected.
Well, I think the Pinocchio, going back to the last album rollout, or the failed album rollout, he basically tried to make Pinocchio represent the lies, the untruths of this. And I think he's trying to build up the narrative that, look, not like us, and the battle painted me as a certain person from lies that had been debunked in his head by his cronies, by his nation of stands.
Yeah.
And he's trying to rile them up with this, you know. Now, DJ Academics actually came out and said he doesn't think the Pinocchio in the target means he's talking about Kendrick Lamar. He's just making it reference about the lies that are out there, and he's going to disprove the lies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's almost building this up. This I actually think is a good thing because this is building anticipation, but he's basically painting himself in a corner, like you said. He's coming at people on this album.
Yeah.
Who they know. But what do you think about those kind of cryptic lyrics that came out?
Well, as far as like the Pinocchio thing, I find it kind of strange that he's running from Pinocchio and the whole. So, are you running from the lies that's being told about you, like, or are you running from Kendrick? I don't know. The cryptic message to me, and they saying that this is for Kendrick. We already know what Kendrick said to you, bro. Say my name, bro. Like all of this back and forth, like you want to play this game, just say my name, and I promise you'll see Candyman, bro. Just all you got to do. And I honestly think that Drake is not gonna ever say that man's name again, ever.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you already know what it is. All of these cryptic messages don't mean nothing if you ain't gonna stand on it. Won't you just stand on it and say, nah, I'm coming at Kendrick. Just do that.
But the thing about it is, and we got some more cryptic messages to come. He didn't stop there. He didn't stop there. But like I said at the end of our last podcast when we talked about this, he's ready for war. He's going to do, and I think it's going to be mostly subliminal, but we're going to know who he's talking about. He's trying to start it up again. And I think he needs to start it up again because he basically, this is what he has to go with. He doesn't have anything else. And I think he has to look, he's looking at it like, I got to get over this demon and get it out of me before I get back to making the music I used to make. So I definitely think, and I'm going to make some predictions when we talk about the album. This is the start of the Drake Revenge Tour. Get ready for it.
I would say this. Is what I would say. Everybody says that Drake's this, Drake's that, and I'm just gonna say, and I'm gonna keep saying this. What do y'all think Kendrick Lamar is doing? Like y'all think he just
Oh,
sits?
he's ready.
He Kendrick Lamar is overly prepared for anything. He's ready to he's go any which way he can go. I think that round two is gonna be if it does happen, this will be much better than round one. I think it would be much better. I think that round two, Drake is gonna be more prepared to try to go hit for hit with him. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the move he's gonna do. He's gonna try and make it about the charts now.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna try and remember what I said when we last talked about it. He's gonna do what Jay-Z did with Nas. He said, okay, this is what you want to do. I'm gonna come at you 10 summers strong. I'm gonna match you hit for hit. I'm gonna match you album for album. Boom, and we're gonna see who's the best. And I mean, call it coincidence, but every time Nas drops, Jay-Z drops something. Isn't that kind of odd? You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be the same type of energy with Drake. We got more cryptic messages because after that, something else dropped. I'm gonna bring my resident Drake stan. I like this guy though, man. I like his energy. Rap Hype. I think he does a lot of shorts. Go check him out.
Drake himself has just confirmed that his brand new album Iceman will contain massive disses towards Kendrick Lamar and the entire music industry. From the way things are looking, Drake is not holding back on anyone on his brand new album Iceman after he has just confirmed to everyone in the world that people will be getting dissed such as Kendrick Lamar and everybody that betrayed him back in 2024. Drake ended up confirming all of this off his brand new website that he just launched for Iceman, which is now acting like a timer for the album, along with it basically giving us a bunch of hints as to what this album is going to be about, with him posting cryptic images. Now, one of these images in this website that Drake ended up dropping looks to be a massive diss at everybody in the music industry, with it saying owls create snow angels in spring while hunting in the winter when they swoop down to catch mice or squirrels. And it doesn't stop there, because then Drake directly referenced Kendrick Lamar as he posted an image of Lucian Grange and Dr. Dre high-fiving at the 2025 Grammys, where Kendrick Lamar was winning almost every single award for Not Like Us. And it doesn't stop there, because Drake also then posted two eerie images of one looking to be the apocalypse and then another image looking to say Iceman, one against all. Nonetheless, though, what is my entire situation? Drake is not holding back on his brand new album Iceman. Are you guys rocking with this? You guys not? Let me know.
Yeah, so all right. There's a lot to digest there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that one yet, but you see that?
No, I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
What do you think about that one? I think the Dr. Dre one with Elliot Grange, that's interesting, man.
That's his father. That's Lucian Grange.
Lucian Grange, my bad.
Yeah.
Lucian Grange. Yeah, man, that's interesting.
He's really digging an early grave. Like, he really is.
You think he's like? Let me ask you this: you think he's going to diss Dr. Dre? He won't come out.
I think Drake is at this point. He's just gonna I think at this point, he's gonna do what he thinks the fans want, and the fans want him to just go rogue. They want him to just go off, and he got to play the villain because he got to go after UMG. He has to stay the course. And the album called Iceman. You know, Iceman was a famous serial killer. So he has to be the guy that falls into this theme. Now, if he's rapping more on this album, I would say this album is going to get a higher score than what I gave it. I didn't even hear it yet, and I'm already giving it a 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if he's rapping more on this, it might be a little bit higher. But the one thing I will say that you just said, and I think is very, very, very true, Drake has nothing to talk about. The only thing he could talk about is the battle and the situation with the lawsuit. Everything else he has done in his career. He can't rap about girls no more. He can, but he done did that already. Everything he has done everything already, except for say stuff to how he truly feels. He's never rapped about how he truly feel about situations that occurs in his life.
I'm glad you brought that up though.
Yeah.
Because let me play devil's advocate. What if this is how he really feels? And how he really feels is, I want revenge. Kendrick, you're gonna get it. LeBron, you're gonna get it. Dr. Dre, Elliot Grange, you're gonna get it. Who else? Joe Budden's rumored maybe he might diss J. Cole. J. Cole, you're gonna get it. I'll bring up another name who's kind of been in the picture, but not. What about Jay-Z? I mean, may he throw some shots at Jay-Z? Like you said, he's got nothing to lose, but he's got an army of stands behind him that's going to support whatever he does.
Yeah.
And this may be a play, me making me the bad guy and coming back as a bad guy that might actually work for him.
Well, I believe it. I believe that him saying, and I said this before, Drake has to make pressure bust pipes. What Kendrick did to him is going to make him do something that he probably never ever would do in hip hop. He has to do this. If he don't do this, he looks like a sucker. He looks bad. He looks really bad. The thing is, he got an army of stands, and everybody else do too. Kanye, Jay, Kendrick, all these people do too. So Drake right now is up. He's up to bat right now. What happens in the next couple of months if Jay-Z comes out? Then everything changes. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the thing is that Drake, what Drake got to be concerned about, he has to be really concerned that all his stands is saying something to Kendrick, and Kendrick might step on his rollout. Because that would definitely cause a ripple effect. I think if Kendrick was to drop the same day, that would stop music.
I don't know if Kendrick's gonna do that.
No, he wouldn't do it. I don't think he's gonna do it.
I don't.
But I think if he did,
Kendrick wants a polished product.
Yeah.
But I could see Kendrick releasing some songs, some features this summer to let people know, listen, I'm still that guy. You know what I mean?
Well, he's been 2 years. It's been 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, I think he has an album, but if Kendrick comes with an album, it's going to be later. It's going to be probably like fourth quarter. But he could start his rollout with some singles. You know what I mean? And if Drake is coming aggressive like this, you best believe Kendrick is going to come back with something.
You think? Let me ask you this. Ask you this. If Drake disses Kendrick on May 15th, how long do you think Kendrick takes to actually respond?
Well, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I'm going right into the album prediction. Let's go with that. Let's see how this plays out this whole summer. And I want to bring Jay-Z into this too. Okay. This is what I think is going to happen. What's the date today? It's the last week of April. Drake's dropping a single, I think, in the next week or so. The album comes out May 15th.
Yeah. So
Drake doesn't release an album without having a single out first. He's probably going to drop a single in about a week. The rumor is it's Project Bot or something like that.
Yeah.
He will have shots on Kendrick about that. He will definitely have shots at Kendrick on that one. There's no question about that. And I think it's going to get the people fired up. It's going to get radio fired up. Get ready for all of the blogs, hip hop media. Get ready for the tide to turn against Kendrick. I think people are going to turn a little bit on Kendrick when this comes out. Drake's going to drop the album. I'll get to who you think is going to be on the album, but I'm going to do you one further. He's going to drop the album, and this is May 15th. I'm going to say around Memorial Day or so. I think Drake's going to have a show. He's going to have a show in Toronto's Rogers Center, and I think it's going to be maybe 1, maybe 2 nights, maybe 3 nights. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to sell out every one. And you know why he's going to do that? One, he's going to want to show up Kendrick Lamar. It's going to be his version of the pop out. This is going to be the Toronto pop out. It's going to have a lot of Kendrick ops that's going to come out on there. You might see Game out there. You might see 50 Cent. You might see some people come out. I think he's going to have a concert. But what else is going to come out? Who else is having a really big concert this summer? Jay-Z. You see what I mean? And I think he has this little thing about Jay-Z too. Jay-Z's doing a Roots picnic around that time, around Memorial Day weekend. So Drake's going to want to outshine him on that. And Jay-Z's got the Yankee Stadium show. Jay-Z sold out in like three of the shows he sold out. So Drake is going to try and do that. And his whole nation of stands is going to try and build up, okay, who's the real GOAT? I mean, look what Drake did in Toronto Center, selling out in 20 minutes, blah, 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 blah. You see the whole narrative building up?
Yeah.
That's I guarantee you he is doing a show or a series of shows in Toronto this summer, and he's basically doing it as a vengeance play against Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar. You watch.
Yeah, I think that if he disses Kendrick, I sat with this for a couple of days, and I said if he full-fledged disses Kendrick, what does Kendrick do? The thing about Kendrick Lamar that I noticed, that most people notice, is Kendrick moves whenever he wants to move. He don't really let you determine how he does anybody. He does whatever he wants to do. And I guess that's why and I just seen an interview with Game where Game said that Kendrick Lamar really is the boogeyman. Like, nobody really want to see him. Like, he said, like, and I don't know if he's just saying that just to say it, but he did say that. He said that he believes, like, he said, now Kendrick Lamar, he really is that guy. Like, nobody in the rap game could touch him. Like, I think that if he does diss Kendrick, I mean, I would say I want to see Kendrick Lamar do something, but I think Kendrick Lamar already looked past Drake already. I think he's already looking past him. Unless he does something where it's like full-fledged and he got to come back. I don't know, but I think if he does diss Kendrick, I don't know if Kendrick's going to reply right away. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think he's going to reply right away, but I do think that Drake is trying to make this my summer. The whole crossing out 2024 and 26 is my year.
Yeah.
That shit. This is officially, the Drake is launching the Drake Revenge Tour. Now, what's that gonna look like? I don't know.
But the music gotta be good. Hold up. I forgot to tell you this.
Yeah.
Did you know that Toronto, the radio station, they removed all of Kendrick's music off of their radio station? Yeah. So they not playing none of his music no more. They removed everything.
See what I mean?
One of the Toronto stations. Yeah, I just read about that. I'm telling
you, that show is happening.
I just read about that.
He's going to announce that show. You watch. And I think it's to basically have the spotlight this summer, having that biggest show of the summer.
Yeah.
You know? But as far as the album is concerned, and they mentioned earlier about Sexy Red being on there. I also heard Morgan Wallen was cryptically mentioned or cryptically suggested to be on the album, which is another play for the charts. Another artist, Pink Panthers. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's kind of a UK rapper, kind of. I don't want to call her drill, but she's okay. She's more of like a UK dubstep artist, right? So they're probably going to be on the album. People mention maybe Kanye. I don't believe that. I don't think that's happening. Basically, the bottom line is, I think this is going to be another play for the charts. I think Drake is going to try and out-chart the competition. He's going to try and get, 5 or 6 songs in the top 25, top 40, maybe get a couple of number ones. And I don't know if it's going to work. There's the campaign out. He has some message out there, save our clubs and all of that other shit. But bro, you had 3 opportunities to save our clubs last summer. What happened? They both all flopped. So what's the deal, bro? What makes you think this is going to be different? Sexy Red is a play at the ladies. You know, he wants to go back to the ratchet hip hop and the ladies or whatever. We'll see. I think this is going to be a typical kind of mid Drake album. But now that I'm rethinking this, and if he does come on the, you know, Summer of Drake Revenge tour, I don't know. He's going to come with some aggressive songs on here and people are going to talk about him, you know. But I think he's lining this up. The way this album is lining it up, he's lining this up to be Drake's summer. He wants to own the summer. Make no mistake about it. And if he does that, he doesn't have to put out a great album. Like my man said on the post, like the hype and the attention alone can carry Drake. His stands can carry this album, even if it's a mid album, and make it to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, where I don't think it's going to be better than as good as maybe All for the Dogs. You know what I mean?
Drake,
the hype and attention definitely will carry this album.
No, you're right. You know what else too? A lot of people are not paying attention to this. If Drake gets another number one, he has more number ones than Michael Jackson. And who just released a movie?
Michael
Jackson. And who's doing all of this campaigning and pushing for Drake to actually, because they want him to break that record. Like, most people are not saying that, but that's what they want. They want Drake to break Michael Jackson's record. So they could say, look, he's the GOAT. He has the most number ones. Again, Drake hasn't had a number one since 2023 with First Person Shooter with J. Cole. And before that, he hasn't had a number one since 2018. And that was, I believe, with one of his songs, with a song by himself, I believe. But the point I'm making is I'm more concerned about the second week sales. The first week sales is going to be crazy. You'll know if people really like the album.
He's going to do about 350 to 400,000.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think he's doing.
But the second week is you're going to be able to tell people like the album or not. And if it's just basically people just curious of what he's going to do versus if they love it. And the reason why I say that is because GNX came out in November. Some Sexy Songs to You came out, and GNX was selling more albums, and Some Sexy Songs to You came out in March, I believe, of last year. And GNX came out months before, and it was still outselling Some Sexy Songs for You the first week. So the second week sales, if Drake drops off from 400K to about maybe 60K, then you know people don't really like the album.
Yeah,
they don't really like the album like that. Most people went to the album because I believe I'll tell you that I'm doing a live on the album, doing a live reaction.
I'll probably come on with you on that live.
Yeah, come on with me. It's gonna be late night, Thursday night, late night. It's gonna be late.
Yeah.
Come on with me. But I'm doing a live and I'm gonna talk about it because my thing is like I want to really I'm gonna be as unbiased as possible. I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna listen to this album because I really want to see how much, what did he do in this whole time? You know what I'm saying? After the battle, what did he actually do? Because I honestly don't think it's going to be that good. I think the album is going to be mediocre. I think he's going to have maybe one or two joints on there. And that's
I think it's going to be mid, but he's going to have some bangers on there, and he's going to have some songs. He's going to have some songs where he goes in. I do see that now. I just see the energy lining up that way with all these cryptic messages. And my thing is, I'm going to put it to you like this. I'll stand on what I say. I think J. Cole's album Fall Off, to me right now, is album of the year, okay? Yeah. I don't know, unless Kendrick drops, or I don't know who else is going to really drop this year. I don't know if Jay-Z drops out of the blue. I doubt it. I don't see, somebody might top it, Fall Off. I don't see Drake topping Fall Off. But if Kendrick Lamar drops, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see, because I think what you're going to see is Drake is going to drop. He's going to dominate the summer. you know, and I think the hype and the media are going to carry this album. Get ready for a bunch of hip hop media people coming out and saying, you know, Drake is back. Drake is the king of hip hop. Drake took his crown back. If he gets that one #1 from Michael Jackson, that's kind of all he needs. He could his narrative, his fan base and hip hop media will ride that to the cows come home and say, well, he has the most #1s ever, so Kendrick can't say he has that.
Mm-hmm. That's what I believe. That's what I believe.
And then Kendrick is going to come in the fall, and then it gets interesting.
Yeah, that's what I
Kendrick
believe.
is going to have a rebuttal to whatever Drake says, and here you got the chess match. The chess match is officially on. So I may actually go with you and say, you know what? Round 2 might be better because we're going to get actual projects competing against each other. Where Kendrick, he won hands down, you know, GNX versus Drake's failed comeback from, you know, Heart Sick to Sexy Songs for You and Give Me a Hug and all that. That was no competition with GNX. But this round is going to be more competitive.
The issue that Drake is going to run into when it comes to Kendrick Lamar is a very, very good lyricist, and not just a good lyricist. I'm a writer. I'm a lyricist.
Yeah.
The reason why Kendrick Lamar is so hard to defeat is because he knows how to. He's a psychological lyricist. He can hit you with things that Drake just can't do. Like when you listen to Mr. Morale, that album is about black male therapy that he had to go through to actually become a different person. I just don't ever see Drake coming up with something like that. He actually clowned that. You know what I'm saying? But when you're a deep thinker, people gotta understand, like Mama I Sober, where he talked about how his mother was being molested and she thought he was being molested and all that generational trauma, stuff like that actually affects people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about let's save the clubs. Bro, like I get it. I understand that you want to party, but it gets to a point where you get too old for that stuff.
But the thing about it is, well, I agree with you. You know what I mean? And but see, the pushback by his fan base and the pushback by hip hop media is going to be, we're going to downplay the lyrics and we just want to hear club bangers and radio bangers.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
And Kendrick is going to have to compete. And I'm telling you, Drake is going to make it where Kendrick, you're going to have to compete in my arena. Now, we're not going to make it about lyrics. He's already downplaying that with the Save Our Clubs and all of that. And his fan base is doing that.
Now, the dude said that on the Complex interview with
I saw that. I can't believe I didn't even get to the 100. I didn't even get to the 100 hottest.
He said that. He said lyrics no matter.
Well, lyrical content is really not a criteria anymore. We don't really count that as much. And I saw Games.
Game was like,
are you serious? Like, so you're doing the hottest rappers list, and rapping actually doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter, yeah. Because again, they want to feed that narrative.
It's a narrative push to make it say you just got to make radio vibe hits and that's it.
That's it.
And see, so they're basically lowering the bar for Drake, so we can make some radio hits. But all I'm saying, bro, you better come with them hits because you failed last summer. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, I'm telling you, Drake had the whole lane to himself, and he failed. What makes you think it's going to be different this time? Kendrick Lamar dropped that album in 2024 of November. Drake had 2 years to do a whole project. He did an album with Party Next Door. He had a single called Nokia. Then he had another single called Give Me a Hug. Then he had another single, What Did I Miss? Then he had another single, Which Way, Which One? Then he had another single, or he had 4 or 5 singles. So what is he gonna do?
No face.
He has to go back to dissing, because all of those singles that he did, they were kind of like disses, because he says some things in those records. But this one, Project Bot, is gonna be about Kendrick Lucian Grains, Dr. Dre, and he's gonna talk about how they botted him and how they cheated him. He's gonna have to do that. He's gonna do that.
It's gonna be a hot summer, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hot summer. And it's gonna be back on. And you know, they're gonna eat it up. Like Joe Budden's podcast, they already trying to go back to that side.
Listen, bro, Drake got so many holes, bro. Kendrick Lamar dropped a song called Lawsuit. It's his career's over, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you sued over a battle rap. Like, I'm telling you, I think that because this is the last appeal that he put in. This is the last appeal. If they dismiss this, he can't do it anymore. I mean, he can, but nobody's gonna go. He's not gonna try to do it no more. So I'm thinking that he's waiting because in a couple of more days they're gonna actually come back and say whether they're gonna approve the appeal or throw it out. If they throw the appeal out, I think that's what Kendrick is waiting for. I think he's waiting for them to throw that appeal out. Once they throw that out, it's up. It's up. I can say whatever I want to say now, nigga. Now I can really talk crazy about you now, like for real. So I don't know, man.
I mean, see, that's the thing with the lawsuit is that this dude Drake is trying to sweep that under the rug, like that's not there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, man. But I'll tell you what, man. Project Bot. All right, let's hear Project Bot or whatever is supposed to be Project Bot first. But I'm on ears, Drake. You got my attention. You better deliver. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You better deliver, bro. You better deliver.
Yeah, he better. I'm telling you, man. Don't be surprised. That boy Kendrick is slick, and that boy Kendrick, he is savage, bro. I'm telling you, that's what people don't understand. Kendrick Lamar lives for all this. He's been doing this forever. Like this whole battle thing. Mm-hmm. He liked this shit, bro. Like people don't get that. They think that it's just he really does like this shit. Like honestly, I'm really about that.
I just want to hear great music, man.
Yeah.
If Drake comes back and he gives me an album of the year. I'm not even gonna say a classic, but give me an album of the year. You ain't had an album of the year in more than a decade. Give me that. Because Kendrick already gave me GNX. That's maybe my second favorite Kendrick Lamar album and borderline classic, if not classic.
Yeah.
If you give me something, Drake, all right, that's what we're talking about. Give me the music. Enough of this theatrical propaganda bullshit. I'm with that.
The one more thing before we get out of here. The thing is, I'm hearing that Drake is working with other people now. Now he's working with, I heard he was working with some I can't remember, some pop producer. He's working with some people now, which he didn't do before.
Okay.
Like it might be if he working with those type of producers like Jack Antonoff, like Max Martin and stuff like that, then he's gonna definitely be on a different level if he works with them. But I don't really know.
I heard 40 is back. He's back in the studio with 40, which is good because I think he's a very good, underrated producer. I like 40.
Yeah. 40 and Drake was actually really good together.
Yeah.
And he rapped more when he was with 40. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I'll say this before we go. Just be ready for just it to be overhyped. Just be ready.
I'm setting you up for this, bro.
Just be ready because some of this stuff I'm telling you now, it's gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna be a Drake slurp fest, bro. Oh man,
bro, come on, bro. Like, but if it's fire, I'm gonna say, look, this is dope.
So we shall see. I mean, get ready for the shows. Drake's gonna want to have his little pop out. You watch.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for joining me again. Definitely make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. Make sure you check out Torture Talk, Torture Chamber, also Torture Chamber After Hours.
Yeah.
Definitely check out, like, share, subscribe to that. We'll be back with new content this week. I got some more I got to catch up on some music and some reviews today. Check out my latest Kanye West Bully review that I just did. So with that, y'all enjoy your evening, and I'll catch up with y'all later. All right, peace.